younger relationships that are tearing families apart. Now, a year ago, we met 18-year-old Amber and her 19-year-old sister, Jessie. Welcome them back, please. You see, a year ago, these two sisters were devastated that their 39-year-old father, Chris, was dating and planning to marry a 19-year-old girl named Danny. Now, you see, sadly, they believe that their father chose a teenage girl over them. Well, guess what? Today they're back, and a lot has happened since the last year. But before we find out what's been going on, take a look at this.
It's really embarrassing for me to tell people that my dad's almost 40 and he's dating a 19-year-old.
I am angry that my father's dating a girl our age. My sister's 17, I'm 18, and she's 19. My father and Danny are planning on going to Michigan to get married. I don't approve of it. She's a kid, and marrying her is not right.
There's an event coming up. What is it?
They're supposed to be getting married.
Are you going to go?
As of right now, I'm not comfortable going at all.
They think if you get married to her, they'll never see you, right?
You say that we need to realize how much you love her, but and how much you want to be with her, but how much do you want to be with us?
Okay. Now that was like a year ago. You say because he moved back closer to you that you would have more time with him, and now you say you have less time with him than ever.
Yeah, it's like we're his and we have to fight for his love. What is that? He's putting up his in front of his daughters?
All right, before we meet Chris and Danny, this is what they had to say.
Since the last show, I have done everything possible. I've moved to the same city as my daughters. I just haven't felt them do anything in our relationship.
The girls still aren't returning any of our phone calls. We've done everything we possibly can, and they're making no efforts and refuse to let us back into their lives.
My girls need to accept the relationship with Danny and I and be a family with us and not against us.
I've been doing everything I can so they could see each other, and the girls just aren't accepting any of it.
I know I haven't been perfect in the past, but I want to do everything I can to get our relationship back to where it should be.
Welcome them.
These are for you because you're the most important one in his life.
Shut up.
Sit down.
Take those.
This is what I don't understand. You left the last show and you ended up saying, I want to be closer to my girls.
Exactly. And
so I'm going to move closer to them. Mm-hmm. So you move closer to them, and now it seems it's worse than ever.
It's because I really don't understand why. Because I have.
Understand why?
No, explain to me
Can I say
how you have
something?
tried.
Will you let me say? That's how you always are.
He makes a good point. He says that you put her in between your problems with your father.
How do I do that?
I don't know.
Because I was not the one.
Why do you make
there
her
was
step up
problems
and
there
talk
before.
for you?
There was problems there before.
Danny, you have not helped at all.
I want to ask Dr. Jeff. Dr. Jeff, if you're in this situation where you have a young woman who's your girlfriend slash fiance, whatever, and you have daughters close to her age, how should they act?
You have to step up as the father, get into therapy with these girls, and go back and repair those deep issues because they're so resentful and so hateful to you right now. And now you're acting just like them. You're acting immature like them. You've got to step up as the mature father and make it work.
What's wrong with that? You can't do it?
He never has. And
Well, let me ask you this.
Danny has, every time me and my dad get in a fight, it's between me and my dad.
Right.
Not me, my dad, and Danny.
That's right. Well, he's offering some good advice now. Last year when you were here, you said you were getting married.
Yes.
You haven't gotten married. Are you getting married?
Yes, we still are.
You're still getting married?
We haven't. The situation.
Well, guess what? Jeff, you got another shot backstage. Talking
Absolutely,
to this
I'm ready for them. And by the way, you better hold off those marriage plans until we get this all together.
We'll be back right after. But backstage, emotions poured out.
What do you want me to do? I am trying!
You gotta be kidding me?
Relationship expert Dr. Jeffrey Gardier stepped in to counsel this family and try to deal with all of their issues.
You need to get in the middle of this right here, and here's the deal. They need you. That's what the tears are all about. You, as the father, must take full responsibility for it, and when you do that, then your daughters will be able to love you again. It's not too late to turn it around, but you've got to own up to it. That's all they want you to do.
We wish this family and all of the guests on today's show the best of luck. Until next time, America.